This week is Mental Health Awareness Week. The theme has been anxiety, and throughout the week at the DPJ Foundation we've tried to share some tips for what anxiety feels like or what it can look like, and also what can help. One of the things that I find quite helpful are some of the apps that are available. Personally, I find the Calm Harm app especially helpful. Now, this is an app that's designed for young people, it's designed for children, and it's actually designed for people who use self-harm to control their emotions. But I find that when I'm in that pit of anxiety where my mind is so locked on my anxious thoughts, that the usual tools I'd use, such as going for a walk, getting some fresh air, trying to think more clearly, just simply don't work for me. Whereas the Calm Harm app, some of the tools and techniques that it's got, which are based on DBT, which is dialectical behavioural therapy, they do work for me. So using some of those little tips, which are things such as recite the 19 times table, or think about as many songs starting with the letter K as you can within a minute. And that's just enough to change my mind from where it is obsessing on a particular anxious thought to then being able to think about something else and being able to think about a bit more rationally around what is that cause of anxiety. The other thing that can sometimes help is making a list, just a bit of pen and paper, and writing out what's in my head and getting it out onto paper. And that's something that, especially if you're feeling overwhelmed with just the scale of what you need to do, sometimes just writing it down so you've got it in black and white and it's out of your head and in black and white can make a difference. And then the final app that some people find quite useful is called Mindshift, and that uses CBT type tools to, again, change your reaction and your responses to things that make you anxious. So I've tried using that for my phobia. I've got a phobia of all things, dead birds. And I have tried using that to lessen the hold that it has on me. If I'm driving along the road and there's a dead bird, it really makes me shake. So that kind of thing can be really helpful.